At the end of this lesson, you will know what prepositions are. You will know the correct usage of in, on, at, above, over, and in front of, before, after. You will be able to teach your students the use of at and over. You will be able to clarify your students' confusion about when to use in, on, at, and in front of. Before you introduce any new preposition, do a quick review of the prepositions students already know. Use the same object to demonstrate the 4 prepositions. Put a book in your bag and ask your students,
"Where is the book?"
Wait for students to respond. You can help them by providing the sentence structure. The book is my bag. Provide the answer if your students do not remember. Follow the same pattern with the rest of the prepositions.
"Where is the book?" The book is on the table. "Where is the book now?" The book is under the chair. The book is behind my bag.
After revision, do a short activity with your students to see if they know the correct use of the 4 prepositions.
Put your pencil under your desk. Put your bag behind your friend. Put your book in your bag. Put your book on your table.
Do at least 2 demonstrations of each preposition. Make sure all your students are doing the correct actions. Tell your students that you use at for specific positions and specific times. Before your lesson, make at least 3 flashcards with the word at. Tape 1 flashcard on the side of your table, 1 on top of the doorway, and 1 on the clock in your classroom.
We use at when we want to talk about exact time. For example, English class starts at 11:15. When does your school start?
7 o'clock.
Good. Our school starts at 7 o'clock.
Ask your students when they wake up, when they eat lunch, etc., and help them make sentences using the word at. Explain the difference between in, on, and at in the following way.
Look here. This is our classroom. I am in the classroom. If I want to tell you where in the classroom, I can talk about the exact spot where I am. We use at when we want to talk about exact points. I am at my desk.
At this point, you should put the flashcard at on the side of your desk and the other flashcard on top of the door.
Remember, we always use at when we want to say we are at our desk. We also use at when we want to say somebody is at the door. Who is at the door? I am standing at the door. We also use it when we are at the bus stop. For example, I am walking on the street because the street is not one point. But I am standing at the bus stop because the bus stop is one point. We also use at when we talk about some actions. For example, we laugh at a joke. Or I can say, it is not nice to laugh at people.
Go over some other examples by writing them on the board and reading them out loud. Ask students to change one word in the example sentence to make different sentences.
Can you make another sentence like this?
Look at my book.
Great! Another example, please.
Look at the big tree.
Since at is a tricky preposition, you should practice it with your students for a while. Use as many examples as possible and get students to speak up in class during practice. Bring a softball to your class. Explain that over means higher than or upar se. Throw the ball gently over the table.
The ball went over the table.
Ask different students to come to the front of the class and guide them to throw the ball over the chair, over the table, over a bag, over a book, etc. Then draw a line on the floor using your chalk. Jump over the line. Ask different students to come and take turns. Each time they must say, I jumped over the line.
I jumped over the line.
You can use the ball to explain other prepositions as well, like in, on, under, behind, in front of. You can also point to things in the class and use a preposition to explain its position: on the ceiling, under the table, behind the door, etc. Similarly, explain in front of by using different physical examples in class. Ask your students to come up and help you demonstrate these examples. Amal, can you stand in front of the table? Zain, can you sit in front of the blackboard?